Kiara, I'm so sorry. I can't come over today.
What? Evan, no, you promised. We made plans. You swore you'd come over for a sleepover at my place. I even cooked all your favorite dishes. I was waiting for you. I was excited, and now you're canceling just like that?
I know. I feel terrible. But I swear I didn't plan this. My boss suddenly threw extra work at me, and I have to finish it all tonight. I had no choice. I have been falling behind a lot at work, so I really need to do what I've been told and continue working.
No choice? You had a choice, Evan. You could have said no, you could have told them you had plans, but you didn't. Or better yet, you could have stayed late another day to get that work done.
Kiara, please, it's not like I wanted this. If I don't finish this tonight, I'll be in serious trouble. I swear I'll make it up to you. Please don't be mad.
I was really looking forward to tonight. I even set everything up. The blankets, the movies, the food. I really thought you'd be here.
I know, and I hate that I have to do this to you. Please, Kiara, let me make it up to you. Next Sunday, let's go to the movies. Anything you want.
Fine, but you better not cancel again.
I won't, I promise.
Well, do your best at work, I guess.
Thanks. You're the best, Kiara. I love you.
Love you too.
See you later.
Yeah, see you.
Amy, I'm so sorry. I just got off work. Is Mia asleep already? Damn it, I can't believe I missed her birthday. I'm on my way home now. I'll pick up a cake. She wants chocolate, right? Amy, please text me back ASAP.
Amy? Who's Amy?
Kiara? Oh, shit. Wait, no, forget that message. That wasn't meant for you. It was a mistake. Please, Kiara, just ignore it, okay?
Ignore it? How the hell am I supposed to ignore that? Who's Amy? Who's Mia? Evan, what's going on?
It's my sister. Yeah, my sister and my nephew. That's all. My sister's been staying over at my place, and I was supposed to pick up a birthday cake for her son. That's what the message was about. Nothing else.
Your sister?
Yes, that's what I meant. Look, I lied about work because I thought you'd get upset if you knew I was spending time with my sister. I didn't want you to think...
Evan.
Yeah?
You don't have a sister.
What?
You told me before, remember? That weekend trip we took, you said, my parents only had one kid, me. They'd love a daughter like you, Kiara.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did. And another thing, your message didn't sound like something a brother would say to a sister. You sounded panicked, desperate, like you were trying to fix something before it got worse. Evan, tell me the truth. Who are Amy and Mia?
Kiara, I could explain.
Then explain.
I have a wife and a kid.
What?
I'm married, Kiara. I've been married for 5 years. Mia, she's my daughter. She just turned 4 today.
No.
Kiara?
No, that's not possible. You told me when we started dating, you said you were single. You said you wanted something serious. You told me you weren't the kind of guy who played around. I told you I wasn't interested in anything casual, and you agreed. You agreed, Evan.
I never meant to lie to you, I swear. Kiara, I fell in love with you the moment I met you. I couldn't stop thinking about you. I wanted to be with you no matter what, but then you said you'd only date someone who was serious, someone who was in it for the long run. And I knew if I told you the truth, you'd never give me a chance.
So you decided to deceive me instead?
I wasn't trying to deceive you. I just couldn't help myself. I love you, Kiara. I love you so much.
Shut up.
Kiara!
No, don't you dare say that to me again. You don't love me. You don't even know what love is. If you loved me, you wouldn't have lied to me for 3 years. You wouldn't have taken away my choice to decide if I wanted to be with someone like you.
I didn't mean...
You wouldn't have made me the other woman.
Kiara, please! You weren't just...
Yeah, I was. Your wife, Amy, she's your real partner. Mia is your daughter. I was just your dirty little secret, wasn't I? A plaything to keep you entertained when your real life got too boring.
That's not true!
Then why didn't you tell me?
I was scared.
Scared?
Scared you'd leave me, scared you'd look at me like you are now.
You should have been scared of hurting me.
I never wanted to hurt you, Kiara.
But you did.
I know.
And you hurt Amy, too, and Mia. You betrayed them. How could you do that to them?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Kiara, people don't choose who they fall in love with.
Oh, screw that. Love isn't an accident. Love isn't something that just happens to you. It's choices, it's decisions, it's commitments. You made your choice, Evan. You chose your wife, you chose your daughter, and then you chose to betray them. You know what's disgusting?
What?
Mia is 4 years old. We've been together for 3 years. That means she was a baby when you started cheating. When Amy was up at night rocking her to sleep, exhausted out of her mind, you were taking me out on dates, holding my hand, whispering that you loved me.
Kiara, please!
Did you ever feel guilty? Lying in bed next to her at night after coming home from spending the day with me? Kissing her, telling her you loved her while you were also telling me the same damn thing?
I don't expect you to forgive me.
Good, because I never will. Give me back my time.
What?
3 years, Evan. 3 years of my life. My time, my love, my future wasted on you. I could have been with someone who actually deserved me. Someone who actually loved me. Someone who wasn't a liar, a coward, a cheater.
Kiara!
Don't say my name. You don't get to say my name anymore. This is over.
I know.
Delete my number. Delete my pictures. Erase everything.
Okay.
And do better. For Amy, for Mia. If you have any decency left in you, you'll never do this to anyone again.
I'll try. Goodbye, Kiara. I'm sorry that things had to happen like this, but at least nothing more will come from what you've discovered. I hope you find someone else who's better than me.
Evan, wait a second.
Huh?
You think you can just say some cool-sounding goodbye and walk away like that? No, absolutely not. You don't get to do that. This isn't some beautiful, tragic love story where we say our farewells and move on. This is a mess, Evan, a disaster, and I want you to take real responsibility.
Responsibility?
Yeah, you cheated on your wife with me. You don't think you owe her anything? An apology? An explanation? Something?
What? You want me to tell Amy everything? That I was sleeping with you for 3 years? Kiara, come on. That would just make things worse.
For who? You?
For everyone. Look, Amy doesn't know about you, right? If I just keep quiet and end things with you, she never has to know. We'll get divorced cleanly, no unnecessary drama. No one gets hurt any more than they already have.
No one gets hurt. Are you serious? Amy's already hurt. She just doesn't know it yet. And you want to keep it that way so you can save your own ass?
Why make things worse for her, for Mia? If she never finds out, she doesn't have to suffer through the betrayal. Isn't that better?
Better? For you, not for her. She deserves to know the truth. She deserves a husband who respects her enough to be honest.
Kiara, this isn't about respect. This is about being practical.
Oh my God, listen to yourself. You are unbelievable.
Why are you so hung up on this? Is this about me leaving Amy, or is this about me leaving you? Because if you're pissed that we can't get married now...
That is not the point.
Then what do you want from me?
I want you to be accountable.
Accountable?
Yes, you don't just get to lie, cheat, and then walk away like nothing happened.
What do you expect me to do? Leave Amy and Mia and marry you? Is that it? If that's what you want?
Evan, shut up. That's not what I want at all. I don't want to marry a man who lies so easily, who cheats without remorse, who thinks love is something disposable. You think you can just hop from one woman to another and it'll all work out for you? No, I could never trust you.
But you love me!
Loved. Past tense. And even if I still had feelings for you, that wouldn't change a thing. Because I finally see you for who you really are, and I hate what I see.
So what now?
I'm telling Amy.
What?
I'm going to see her tomorrow, and I'm going to tell her everything.
Wait, Kiara, don't do that!
Why not?
Because it'll ruin everything!
Oh, you mean it'll ruin your life? Yeah, that's kind of the point.
Kiara, please, I'll do anything! I'll give you money,
Shut up.
Kiara!
No, you don't get to buy my silence. I was lied to, manipulated, used for 3 years, and the only thing I regret is that Amy doesn't know the truth yet.
You're seriously gonna do this?
I am.
Then you're an idiot!
Excuse me?
You think you're the first woman I've done this to?
What?
Ha! You really thought you were special? Kiara, you were just another girl I kept around for fun! But the moment you got too demanding, I knew I'd have to cut you off. You don't matter. And Amy? If she finds out, I'll just spin it my way. I'll tell her you were a crazy stalker obsessed with me. I'll make sure she never believes you.
You're disgusting.
And you're naive.
Oh, I'm naive? You really think you can get rid of me that easily?
What do you mean?
I know where you live.
No, you don't. The apartment we always stayed in together? That's not where your family lives, is it?
I thought so. You had a separate place just for your affairs, didn't you? A little love nest where you could pretend you weren't a husband and father.
You don't know anything.
I know enough. And I also know that if I go to Amy, she'll start asking questions. And if she doesn't believe me right away, I'll show her proof.
You don't have proof.
I have everything.
Lies!
3 years of text messages, photos, voicemails, receipts, every gift you've ever given me. Do you really think I have nothing on you? Yeah, that shut you up real quick, didn't it?
You wouldn't.
I will. Well, what now, Evan?
You're a real bitch, you know that?
No, I'm just someone who refuses to let men like you get away with this.
You're making a mistake!
I don't think so.
Fine, you win!
Huh?
Go ahead, tell Amy, tell her everything!
What?
You heard me, do it!
You don't sound very concerned anymore.
Because I know how this plays out. You tell Amy, she cries, she gets angry, and then what? She leaves me? Fine, I'll survive. But you, what do you get out of this? Revenge? Satisfaction? It won't make you feel better, Kiara. It won't undo what happened, and at the end of it all, you'll just be left with the same emptiness you feel now. You think this will give you closure? It won't.
Maybe not, but it'll make sure you never do this again.
Ha! You really think you're the first woman to try and teach me a lesson?
I don't care if I'm the first or the 100th. I'm going to make sure Amy knows what kind of man she married.
Then I guess this is goodbye for real.
Yeah, it is.
Good luck, Kiara.
I don't need luck.
Kiara, what the hell did you do? What did you tell Amy?
Oh, it's been a while. I see you finally unblocked me. What's wrong?
Don't play dumb. I got home and Amy and Mia were gone. The house was empty! Do you hear me? Empty! And right there, on the damn dining room table, she left divorce papers! Divorce! And next to it, a note! I'm going back to my parents' house. I heard everything from someone named Kiara. That was you, wasn't it? You told her! You ruined everything! How the hell did you even find out where we live? How did you get to her? Answer me, or I swear to God I'll take legal action.
Legal action? Against me? Evan, please, that's adorable. I didn't do anything illegal. I just did what you should have done from the beginning.
What the hell are you talking about?
I apologized, properly, to Amy.
You what?
I owed her that much, so I found her, spoke to her, told her everything.
You!
Oh, don't look so shocked. Did you really think you could lie forever? That you could control the truth just like you controlled me? That nobody would ever find out?
How? How did you even find her?
Simple, I hired a private investigator.
You... what?
Had them track down your real home. The one you kept hidden from me, and once I had the address, I went there myself, knocked on the door, introduced myself, and sat down with Amy.
You insane bitch!
Is that what we're calling accountability these days?
You destroyed my family!
No, Evan, you did that. Not me. You.
Shut up!
You lied. You cheated. You built your entire life on deception, and now, when everything is finally crumbling, you want to blame me?
You don't get it! You don't understand!
Oh, I understand perfectly. You wanted to have everything, didn't you? The perfect wife, the sweet little daughter, and a side girl to keep things exciting. And you thought you could balance it all, didn't you? Thought you could keep me in the dark, keep Amy in the dark, and just coast through life, lying to everyone.
No, that's not...
Oh, but it is.
I just... Damn it, Kiara, I never wanted to hurt anyone!
But you did. You hurt everyone.
I was lost! I was struggling! My job, my marriage, everything was suffocating me. I needed an escape.
Ah, there it is. The excuse.
It's not an excuse!
Oh, but it is. Poor Evan. So much pressure, so much stress. So what's a man to do, right? Have an affair, lie to 2 women, risk his child's future? Of course, that was the only logical choice.
That's not what I meant!
Then what did you mean?
I...
Face it, Evan, you're not the victim here. You never were. And now you're just mad because you're finally facing consequences.
This wasn't supposed to happen! If you had just kept quiet, if you had just let things be, everything would have been fine!
For who? Who would have been fine, Evan? You? Because I sure as hell wasn't fine, and Amy, you think she was happy living a lie? The only person this setup worked for was you.
Damn it, Kiara, just help me!
Help you?
Please, I don't want to divorce Amy! I can't lose my family! I can fix this!
Oh, and how exactly do you plan on doing that?
You could talk to her for me! You're the one she listened to, right? You can convince her! Tell her it was just a mistake, that I wasn't thinking straight!
You want me to lie for you?
No, it's not a lie! It's just... I mean, we can spin it! Say I lost my way, but I've seen the error of my ways! That'll change!
You haven't changed, Evan, and you won't.
I will! I'll do whatever it takes! I'll pay you if I have to. Name your price. Just make Amy stay.
Wow, that is how little you think of me? That I'd sell out another woman for money?
I didn't mean it like that!
Yes, you did, and that tells me everything I need to know.
Kiara, please, don't do this to me!
To you?
I know I hurt you. I know I did, but we can fix us.
You can't be serious.
I still love you. I do. And I know I screwed up, but I can be better. I can change. Please, just give me another chance.
I have never been more disgusted in my life.
I mean it. I'll divorce Amy if you want. I'll marry you instead. We could start over. Just say you'll stay.
Do you hear yourself right now?
Please, Kiara.
You must be out of your mind if you think I'd ever want to be with you after this.
But...
No, we are done. Forever.
No, wait, please.
And just so we're clear, if you keep harassing me like this, I will press charges. I have everything I need, every message, every transaction. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Kiara, please.
You don't get to beg your way out of this, not this time. Goodbye, Evan.
Kiara!
After everything that happened, Evan was forced to face the full weight of his choices. The divorce, as painful as it was, didn't just mark the end of a relationship, it signaled the beginning of a much harsher reality for him. The financial burden of alimony and child support was crushing, and it felt as though every part of his life was unraveling piece by piece. I had witnessed it firsthand, the decline from a man with aspirations, dreams, and a future to someone who was now drowning in the weight of his mistakes. When he nearly lost everything, his savings, his property, his sense of stability, it was as though the ground had been pulled out from beneath him. His entire sense of self seemed to have been bound up in what he had accumulated over the years, and now it was all slipping through his fingers. His salary, which had once been a source of comfort, now served only to cover his responsibilities toward the children. There was little left for anything else, not even the simple pleasures of life. His world had become a cycle of working harder just to stay afloat, while the debt piled up higher with each passing day. Watching him now, it was clear that the financial loss was the least of his worries. It was the emotional toll that truly seemed to weigh on him. There was a hollow look in his eyes, as though he was already beginning to accept that he would never fully recover from the damage he had done. Not to me, not to the children, and certainly not to himself. I couldn't help but wonder what had been going through his mind as he watched everything he had built crumble. Was there regret? Was there guilt? Or was it too late for any of that to even matter? As for Amy, her life took an unexpected turn as well. Despite the initial shock of the divorce, she made the decision to return to her family's home for support. At first, I wasn't sure how she would cope. Returning to her parents' house after everything that had happened couldn't have been easy. It must have felt like going backward, like admitting defeat in some ways. But when I saw how she started to rebuild her life, it became clear that she was doing what was necessary for her survival and the well-being of the children. Her parents, though perhaps disappointed in the way things had unfolded, seemed to provide a foundation that helped her find some stability. They didn't just offer physical shelter, they offered a sense of safety and reassurance that she desperately needed. Amy's role as a mother became even more pronounced, and though she was dealing with a mountain of responsibilities, the love she showed her children was undeniable. It was a reminder of the strength that could be found in the most difficult circumstances. She had grown up in ways she had never expected, but she did it because she had to. Her relationship with her children seemed to deepen as they all navigated this new chapter together. In time, I could see the sense of fulfillment in her face when she interacted with them. Even when the weight of her situation threatened to pull her down, she no longer had the luxury of time or energy to indulge in distractions. Instead, her focus was entirely on the well-being of the kids and creating a stable environment for them. It was an act of immense sacrifice, and in the end, it was also an act of love. For me, it was a time of reflection, one that brought forth both clarity and pain. Looking at the broken pieces of my past, I had no choice but to examine every choice I had made and every moment that had led me here. The reflections weren't always kind, they were raw and unsettling. It wasn't just about what Evan or Amy had done, but how I had played a role in all of it too. I wasn't blameless, and coming to terms with the truth was one of the hardest things I had ever done. But through that honesty, I began to understand the power of growth and the necessity of healing. In some ways, the most painful lessons are the ones that shape us the most profoundly. I had spent so much time focusing on the relationship and everything that came with it that I had neglected my own well-being. But now, as I started to see my own worth and strength, I could finally begin the process of reclaiming who I was, not in relation to anyone else, but for myself. It was during this time of self-reflection that I began to open myself up to the possibility of a new relationship. It wasn't about escaping the pain of the past or rushing into something to fill a void. It was about learning to trust again. I didn't want just any relationship. I wanted something rooted in mutual respect, understanding, and honesty. I wanted a partnership built on solid ground, where both people could stand strong individually, but also support each other through life's challenges. I didn't rush into anything. I took my time, allowing myself to heal and grow before I even considered someone else's presence in my life. And then, when the time felt right, I met someone who seemed to embody everything I had been looking for. This relationship is still in its early stages, but it feels different. There's no rush, no pressure, just a standard understanding that we are both looking for something real. It's been a beautiful experience to build something with someone who is patient, supportive, and kind. The level of trust I feel with this person is something I never experienced before, and that in itself is healing. I'm no longer afraid to believe that love can be something positive, something that brings out the best in both people. This relationship has given me a sense of peace and a renewed sense of purpose, knowing that I am no longer walking through life alone. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.